So I'm back in Malindi from Nairobi. I just graduated, and honestly, it felt so good to be back home in Nairobi. I almost didn't come back to Malindi, but I still had to finish my work contract, and I knew that there was a high season coming in the hotel. I also had to show up for that.
This is your mom? No.
It was starting to get really busy at the hotel at this time. There was a brunch every single day for around 2 weeks, which every day felt like a workout. Every day felt like a 8-hour workout with no breaks, nothing, just working out. And putting myself in a position where I was just doing high intensity activity consistently without taking any rest put me into the perspective of how much my body needed the basic things like sleep and food. But here I was going for a party knowing I was waking up 6 in the morning the next day. What a life. I was out here fighting for my life and you guys were calling me cute. I did not like that. Thankfully, I talked to my colleague. I was like, I can't do this anymore for today. Just please let me take a nap. I had to take a 3-hour nap in the middle of my shift. My head was buzzing. When I turned left, there's someone asking me for something. When I turned right, there's someone asking me for something. I wanted to blow my head off. For 3 weeks, we worked non-stop with no off days. Every day was so busy. I mean, everyone was crying for one day to rest. Honestly, right now, I wish I could go back and give that girl a hug. I was barely holding on. I was barely sleeping. Everything was just going crazy for me at that time. Naulizwa, how are you doing? Machozi yanaanza kutiririka. I was waking up every day against my will. A girl just wanted to rest. The fact that I was even filming this at work, there was no time. There was no time to do this. It was just back to back to back to back to. And in this industry, it's such a physically demanding job that you have to be on high alert every time. You have to people's needs. You have to deliver according to standards. You just have to keep up this criteria. Sometimes your body just needs to relax. I was looking for ways to cheer myself up. I was trying to get enough sleep. I was trying to do things I liked, just ignore whatever was going on at work. My body was just too tired. Like, I was just on high alert all the time. I had, oh my god. I'm also someone who doesn't get sick a lot. I barely get sick all through the year. But for some reason, I was constantly sick during this time. I never understood why. One thing will end and another begins. One thing would stop aching, another one would start aching. And it looked like I was having the time of my life. This is White Elephant, by the way. It's such a very jungly place. It had a lot of sculptures. It had a lot of art. The place, 10 over 10 recommend. I went for swimming here. It was 500 shillings. You get one sunbed and a towel for the day. I also went around the place looking at everything. I finally got enough sleep for one night and I was looking a bit better. I was looking alive. I was looking like someone who amekula, ameshiba. So this is me before work. And then this is me after work. I'm telling you, it felt like I was being molested when I went there. I felt like they were just sucking all the energy I had. Since this was New Year's, they gave me a breaking shift, which I do not like breaking shifts because then that means I have to go to work, get out, and then go back again in the same day. I just had to go and try to relax at the beach. I went there alone, which was not really the best idea because I was not relaxing. I was just on high alert. And then back to work. Gotta take that espresso because, oh my god. The good thing is that I was working with a very good team. Everyone knew the end goal Everyone knew what had to be done to get things done, and we all worked as a team. It relieved some of the work that everyone was doing, but still everyone is doing a lot at the same time and continuously. It was a great team. I didn't have any plans for New Year, so staying at work a bit later than I should have was not a really big problem to me, but they let me go before midnight. Later, I went to the beach since I knew there were going to be fireworks and the beach was basically empty. There was no one there, so I had privacy. I had the view of the moon, I had the view of the stars. New Year's came, I saw the fireworks, which was pretty cool.
Just a speck in the universe, not just some words in a Bible verse. Oh, you are the living word. Oh, you're part of something way bigger.
That day drank me. I met up with some friends. We got some ice cream. We went to Kiwi Apartments. Pretty cool place. It's very secluded. We ended up falling asleep around 3 a.m., chatting the whole night. I fell asleep in that position. I think this was the first experience I had of sleeping outside. I woke up to this. I woke up really early. I still had that natural body clock for waking up at 6 a.m. Hey, today's the 1st of January 2024. I'm feeling really tired. I just had a very long day. I spent some time with some friends, with a friend, and it was great. I had breakfast, and I don't know. I'm alive, but at least they cleaned it up for me, and it's looking, not as it did the first time. But yeah, I came to get some socks, and then I'm going back to my old place because half my stuff are here and half my stuff are there. I moved out of my old apartment so I could be closer to work, so I don't have to wake up like 40 minutes earlier than I should. I also don't understand this. My knee started really hurting, standing on it, walking on it, lying down. There was no position that I could be in that my knee wouldn't hurt, especially sleeping. I was struggling to keep it in a position to stop the throbbing so that I could sleep, but it was just constantly there. I had blisters on my feet, so walking barefoot was the best option for me at that time. I'd try find these pockets of time to go walk on the sand in the beach, but it wasn't always so clean. But I got to relieve I got to relieve something. I haven't unpacked anything. I haven't touched anything. Everything is everywhere. It's not bad, I'm just excited about the fact that I still have natural light coming in and the really high ceilings. So that's a plus. I'm really having the vision of how the space would look like if I really fixed it up and filled it up with more things. Because right now it's basically empty. It's just my bed and my luggages. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. This is how I'm feeling. Starting from my feet. I don't want to put any weight, any pressure on them. I just want to put them on a pillow and just pass out and not feel them for maybe 2 days, and maybe I'll be fine. My waist, if I stand up, I feel like folding. And my lower back, I cannot feel my lower back. It's like I went to the gym and I lifted something in the wrong way. And my upper back, oh, my upper back is so sore. And I can't feel my wrists as well. My wrist and ankle really hurt. I've never been hurt in this places, you know. I really don't know what to do with them now. And I'm just tired of carrying many heavy things. But I think I'm gonna go eat something. Then I can sleep by 7:30. I have to be up by 6 latest. There were days I would wake up napata I don't have any clean clothes, so I would just tie lassos around myself and find my way to work. Another weird thing that was happening is that my fingers started peeling. Like I would have this open wounds on my fingers from accidentally cutting myself, or they were just peeling. I mean, I couldn't touch some textures with my bare hands because it just hurt so much. And sometimes with cutting fruit, I had to wear gloves to do this. Anyway, so my job was to make sure that the bar had everything. We had enough of everything that someone would ask for from the bar and just keep things ready to be used during service. Mise en place, basically. I was in charge of that. Making the drinks was a small part of working at the bar. I would count the stock of everything. I would make sure we have fresh juice all the time, fresh garnishes, fresh everything, and enough of it. Yeah, basically every day. The heat at the coast in December and January was crazy, absolutely crazy. I would find myself lightheaded or sometimes nose bleeding if I didn't take enough water, if I wasn't at least trying to keep cool, you know. Oh, it was so hot. It was 32 degrees, but it always felt like it was 50 degrees or something. You wake up in the morning and the UV is already at 10. There was no good morning. There was no how are you doing. The best part of my day was being on a boda because of all the wind that was blowing on my face. The wind is a bit humid, a bit salty depending on where you are, but yeah, just all the wind on my face. Love that. Today's the 8th January. Beautiful morning. I was living very different lives. I was living like 4 different lives at the same time, and they all had a different aesthetic. I was trying to keep up with everything. I don't understand how I didn't explode. I was always calm. Maybe I was too calm for that. This was literally a cry for help. All the different lives I was living had a different something going on, and I was trying to manage everything else, but also I didn't have time. But oh my god, I don't know. I'm at Sundays right now. Sundays, tropical village. I wanna take a big fat nap. The sun is gonna be setting on my face. Right on my face. This is the 3rd time I've changed positions to run away from the sun. But it seems like oh, I just woke up and we need to change positions again. Shit, I'm sweating every. Damn. At this time, I was starting to get really, really tired. It was catching up with me. The sleep for 3 weeks was catching up with me. My body was just fighting with me. I was feeling like I've worked like my whole life. Right now, I'm 30 years old. I'm in my midlife. I'm starting to question life. I'm starting to ask, what the fuck? And these are the days where they put me in a shift where I was working alone for the morning. And I was going to work solely because there were people who relied on me to get things done, and I didn't want to let them down. Also, I didn't want to look like a loser who couldn't survive the high season of December. So, nilivumilia. I actually stayed for 2 more months. I quit around early March, which was a long time to actually put my foot down and decide to take some rest. But, you know, do I look capable of making healthy choices to you, or what? There was really nothing wrong with the work environment or the people or the place. I mean, everyone was doing what everyone was supposed to be doing. Honestly, it was just me. I was constantly sick. I was starting to get irritated, agitated all the time. I couldn't keep up with everything that was going on with my body. Right now, I'm thinking I should have just relaxed. I should have stopped. Ningesema, please, guys, I'm going. Thank you. Farewell. Thank you. Welcome. See you in another life. I noticed at my new place there was this ant problem. Look for some dust, some doo-doo dust. Oh my god! And I had this cough. I had this cough that would not go away. Coughing for 2 months. I thought I was going crazy. When I would go to the hospital to get checked, they would tell me it's nothing, and they would give me a cough syrup, some antibiotics. It was really frustrating. I know something's wrong, and they're telling me that nothing's wrong, and I just need to do this and this and this and this. I was lucky if I slept through the whole night without waking up to cough in the middle. I'm also someone who doesn't believe in going to the hospital because most of the... Oh, this is seafront. I used to like going here for breakfast because they had really good Mahamris and the coconut bazi. Is it called bazi? Coconut beans, asante dada. Yeah, I'm not someone who likes... And it was really cheap. Like, yani napata change ya 10 bob to have a whole. Anyway, going to the hospital, yes. I think most of the problems that go a bit to the left with our bodies have nothing to do with the hospital, and you can just treat that yourself. So I was really trying to have herbal teas, eat more fruits, have more madafu. I was trying to avoid some foods I thought was making me go crazy. But instead, I think that made me lose appetite for a lot of meals. I would go to work, have a coffee, get out, drink Coca-Cola, like 4 Mahamris for dinner, and then repeat the cycle. The things at the hotel started coming down, like shifts, guests, they started punguzaring, they started coming slowly. The workload decreased, which was such a good thing to happen to me at that time. And I was like, oh, maybe things are not so bad. All shall be well, you know? I was really trying to not hear myself over complaining. I didn't want to be on that frequency because I knew that all this rush was just for a short time, and then it passes like that and everything is going to be okay. Ghafla binvu, nikakamatwa na maisha. Yo, I was... Hey, I ran into some problems and I had to try to go fix them. I had to ask for help for some few friends, and then that's us on our way to Mombasa. It was actually good for me because I hadn't had a hot meal in a while. I was busting down in this hotel, trying not hotel, it was a restaurant, trying not to worry about my problems, just trying to be in the moment. And honestly, I kept finding myself in situations that I can't explain to anyone how I got there. I'm there, and I got there and I reached. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know the name of where I am. I switched off my data. I didn't want to know. But busing mill, this place I would recommend. If you see these stairs, I don't know where I was. But if you see the stairs, they have really good. Hey, then the group of people they wanted to go for a group party with their friends. So I just tagged along. Nilikuwa na usingizi. I wanted to sleep so badly. I was not having a good time. I was still coughing in the middle of all this. Like, someone would ask me a question, I'd be in the middle of talking, and I'm just there. As I went outside, I found a couch, and I just stayed there until these guys were done. Also, Mombasa coast, anywhere, Malindi, Watamu, wear trousers at night because the mosquitoes, they're everywhere. I think it was around 3 a.m. at this time, and here I am in another location. I don't know how I got here. I'm just here, and I want to sleep. I want to go home. We ended up going to the pharmacy to get me cough syrup because I was coughing so much. Then I tried to go look for a place to sleep. At this point, the sun was about to rise, and I didn't see the point of getting a room. Plus, everything was fully booked. There was no extra room. There was no extra nothing. Yeah, that was just great. So crazy shit has happened, and first of all, I've never worn my hair out like this. We can relax. Honestly, there's just so much going on right now, and I have no idea how to handle this by myself. So anyways, all shall be well, all shall be good. And I'm in Mombasa right now. There are so many carts. I'm gonna take a shower and just try to relax because. But anyways, I bombarded my hair 3 days ago, and I have not really got into washing it or applying anything or detangling it from the braids it was in. Yeah. And I'm just so tired. Again, I don't know where I was. I don't know Mombasa that well, but the water was so salty. I washed my face, and then rinsing off my face felt like I'm reapplying the soap. I was there for a quick minute. I'm there with my eyes closed. I'm trying to find the towel to just wipe the stuff off my face. Why is the water salty? Why? What date is it? 15th January. I think I'm okay. I think everything will be good. I managed to detangle my hair. I put it in little braids like this. I just had a short break from work. I had a few off days, but I'm going to work tomorrow. There's a dude here that has a big stinging thing. So I'm gonna move to the other side. Hi. Oh shit. There was just so much going on at this time in my life. I thought I was relaxing. Kumbe, I'm just shutting down and choosing to believe that better things are on their way to me. And half the time, I was trying not to cry. The other half was me actually bawling my eyes out and wanting to go home. Okay, so I felt like there was a lot of juju happening to me at this point because I didn't have my necklace on. I looked for it, I found it. It was time to put my necklace back on my neck because a girl needed some protection. I don't know from what, but that's what I believed. I started to film less. I had so much footage to edit. I would get 2 off days per week from work, which was great. I got enough time trying to do things that I liked. Went to Watamu, walked on the beach a little bit. I got madafu. I also went to this waxing place, which was great. They used honey wax instead of sugar wax, which was new to me. I would recommend it. I really would. It was it happened so quick. The sun is too hot right now and I can't. Today is January the 27th and Happy New Year, I guess. Wow. Are you seeing this sun? Oh, look at my new hairstyle. I felt like everything in the universe was working against me. Then I'd watch the sunrise or the sunset or find 5 minutes in my day to feel the breeze on my skin or look at the trees, pet a cat, listen to a song I like and think maybe it's not so bad, you know. Maybe I just needed this moment to be present. Then I would do a nice 360 and go back to dissociating and shutting down while speed running through the stages of grief for 10 minutes before clocking in for work. I'm telling you, I was so gone. I was so far gone. I had zero creative flow. I wasn't reading any books because I didn't have time, or I wouldn't even remember what I read. I wasn't journaling, I wasn't painting, I wasn't actively doing anything to relax my mind, to express, to just... At the time, it felt so useless to speak about anything I was feeling because nothing would change. I still had to be at work the next morning and be at my best performance, all that work stuff. February 17th. I'm walking to work right now. It's been like 2 weeks into February, and well, I don't know what to say. I'm feeling really tired. Around this time, I got sick, and I got food poisoning, and I couldn't eat anything. I was so tired. I tried to go eat at the beach just so that I could have the view, I guess. I also went to a towel. I got 3 days off work, which was great. I just took some time to be where I am and just, I don't know, I was trying to do things I liked, yeah. I also got waxed on my legs, which for the first time, which felt really cool. Like the feeling of water on my legs after being waxed felt so different. Oh my god, I loved it. I was a bit nervous about talking to HR about me leaving, but I did it anyways. I went and told them like, hey, I'm going in the next 2 weeks, and I finally resigned. I finally quit. I felt like I could finally get a break, get some time to myself. And also I was packing to go back to Nairobi, so the whole moving situation was a bit chaotic because I had to start sending my luggages, the Swahili bed, everything, my bicycle, the mattress, and making sure that they reached before I left Malindi. But I managed. I also visited Watamu. I went to Nyali a bit, and Kilifi also. And then I went to one more hotel in Malindi. And then that was a wrap. I went to have a madafu before leaving. Yeah, I think that's the end of that. I felt good going home, honestly. I missed my bed, I missed my cats, I missed the city, I missed seeing a building taller than 5 floors. It felt really good going home.